Last night, Liverpool lost to PSG in the round of 16 at Anfield, 1-0 on the night, 4-1 on penalties. And the performance was definitely better than the first leg. It was a strong opening. Salah had maybe a few chances, but then after 12 minutes, Dembele kind of sucker punched Liverpool. And, you know, Slot said it was an amazing game to be part of, but if you look across the two legs, you can't really say that PSG weren't necessarily deserving winners.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think all Liverpool fans, the majority of Liverpool fans, are pretty accepting of that fact, really, is that you just take the two legs as a whole, and PSG were the better side on balance, weren't they? I thought last night was a really even game, a great contest. I mean, one of the highest quality games I've seen live, to be honest. I thought it was just phenomenal, the technical level, the pace at which it was being played. I really enjoyed watching it from a kind of neutral perspective, but obviously from Liverpool's perspective, it's a disappointing one. But it is, it's weird to say, it's not like the damage was done in the first leg, because although Liverpool got battered on the night, they still managed to come away with the result. But it does make it easier, I think, to accept the defeat that Liverpool were so poor in that first leg, didn't show the best of themselves. And I did expect the Anfield game to be different, and I thought Liverpool maybe slightly edged an even game there, but that you can't come away feeling disappointed by that, and you can't even think that Dembele goal is maybe a bit of misfortune around that. But with the amount of luck that Liverpool had in that first game in Paris, I don't think you can be too disappointed on that front. So I think sometimes if you do go out to the better side, they are maybe the easier ones to take, and I think it will be easier for Liverpool to take if PSG go on and lift the trophy, which I would say, on the basis of having seen Real Madrid this season, who you would always put up there as favourites, I think PSG will go on and win it, to be honest. I think they've got strengths all over the pitch, not very many weaknesses at all. And the fact that they came to Anfield and won after trailing in the first leg, it shows they've got guts as well. So I think that's a really good team, and I think it's the one that's going to go and lift the Champions League.
Yeah, well, unfortunate to lose on the day, and probably no one will be feeling worse than Robertson, because that's 3 times now he's lost on his birthday. So maybe it's just his fault. We're just cursed. But I did want to ask you about whether you talked about perhaps PSG should be seen as now favourites to win the Champions League based on their level of performance. So I wanted to ask you, having led from the first leg 1-0, do you see this as such a massive opportunity missed, especially when you consider the fact that Liverpool would have played either Aston Villa or Club Brugge in the quarterfinal, and then obviously the semi-final would have been difficult, but nevertheless they would have knocked PSG out, one of the favourites?
I wouldn't say I see it so much as a missed opportunity, only on the basis that I look at the years that you would consider it a missed opportunity, and it's maybe the ones where Liverpool are quite clearly the best team in the competition. I look back on that 1920 when they got knocked out by Atletico Madrid. That to me was a missed opportunity, because Liverpool were without doubt that year the best side in the competition, but they made mistakes at home and then eventually get knocked out, and that cost them. Whereas this year, I mean, we're probably pushing it a little bit, aren't we, to say Liverpool should be disappointed not to be doing the Premier League and Champions League double in Arne Slot's first season in charge. I mean, I thought this was going to be a huge year of transition, and I said before the season, I remember if they had a similar campaign to the last one in terms of finishing third and winning a trophy, that would be an absolutely brilliant result, really. So the fact that they're definitely going to win the Premier League, it softens the blow, I would say. And I think what we saw last night is kind of lessons Liverpool can take as well. That's the for me, PSG, as I say, maybe the best team in Europe at the moment. And if that's the case, that's kind of what you're striving for. That's the level you're trying to hit. And so Liverpool can take lessons from that and see what they need to do going into the summer to change things and get a little bit closer to that. I don't think maybe Liverpool fans should be too downhearted about it or feel like it's a missed opportunity. Yes, that quarterfinal would have opened up, but there were still tests ahead. And as I say, if they have been knocked out by the eventual winners, then that is much easier to take.